Hello, Cybes, hello. It is a gray and stormy day here where I am today, so I'm a little low energy. I'm like a cat on rainy days. It makes me eepy. And we're just gonna be drawing today, drawing and yapping. Just yapping, drawing. That's all, just probably about for 2 hours. Oh well, you leave for a day and the ants are crusading while the commentary is invading. Oh, we could talk a little bit about that, Mad Lad. We just chit-chat about it. I'm not doing a react of any kind. Yes, Anthony Gabagool has gotten himself in quite the gabagool. He's gotten himself in quite the situation with the Otterly Noah shit. And it's very funny to see. I was kind of peeking in on the goings-on last night. What do you mean, what did I do now? I didn't do anything! Actually, Kaiser has sent me his fan art, so let's start with that as is customary. And I gotta show the whole thing. I see, you're placating me with, you actually drawing, Switcheroo fan art. Because you're gonna make me voice act sexy, Wani stuff now. I see. Kaiser finished an entire comic in 2 years, just like me. I'm so proud of you, man. Alright, so this was last year's April Fool's. Where it's like, the fucking DBZA joke. It's like, this wall just won't break. For the 42nd time, we can only get out of here if we fuse. Fine, how do we do that? Just place your hand on me. Yes, like that. Now lower. Lower. A little lower. If we had tits, you'd be gay right now. Yes, that's fucking DBZA right there. And then, fusing! Continuing the joke, there's Wolfenite. Wow, unreal, my gosh! This is amazing! I feel incredible! Yes, I can win! I feel great! I can do this! Ah! What are you doing? Nothing. Really? Because it looked like you were chanting to yourself. Am I stronger now? Well, let me put it in terms you'll understand. You can win! You feel great! You can do this! Ta-da! There we go. Kaiser has distracted me by doing fan art of my Blorbos. So the next thing I have to do will, I'll be too distracted. Very distracted by this, actually. Now I have to work hard not to make my Jasper voice my Olivia voice, and my Olivia voice my Jasper voice. Because they're kind of the same voice, just one is in the chest, and one is up in my face.
I ordered 2XL. Why is this so tight?
Oh my god! How are you standing? Those bazongas are out of control, Olivia! There we go. Oh, what's happening with my Inco voice lately? I kinda got a little bit more mealy mouth with him these days. He's going Patrick Warburton! I don't know what Wolfenite's voice would sound like, but she has to have a New York accent, I would say. It would be... she just has to. Well, for one thing, Kaiser didn't draw that. For another thing, it's not quite porn, Thank you. I'm glad my Stevens look cute. Steven has always been hard for me to draw for some fucking reason. I've drawn him pretty consistently across this one, though. I'm proud of myself. What? Oh, she should just have Mia's voice. Kaiser is saying that Wolfenite should just have Mia's voice. Which is not very far off of my Spinel voice anyway. Oh, those people, like, when I got into, like, a little tussle with Jazzy Oliver, who recently had to change her name after getting fired from her one voice acting job. And they're like saying, Sai, you're just jealous because you're not a real voice actor. And I'm like the first person to say I'm not a voice actor. That other people consider me one, but I don't. I just do funny voices on the internet. They're not very consistent, and all of them kind of just sound like me at different pitches, but you know, sometimes I do funny accents to hide that. But yeah, there's been a lot of drama going on. Jazzy Oliver, who tried to sue me for calling her a Z-list YouTube voice actor, which she is, got fired from her job on the Autism Object show for defending a groomer, so that was cool. Anthony Gramuglia seems to be kind of ghosting her right now. He was, like, posting Joker laughing gifs about how Jazzy was totally gonna sue me for something she couldn't actually sue me for. And if she tried, my state's anti-slap laws would make her owe me money. So now she's under a different name. She's abandoning her 15K sub YouTube channel to start over. I don't know how she thinks that's a good career move. Like, okay, so you're just gonna toil away in even more obscurity now. But, it's so much fun to see all of my ops just fall flat on their fucking faces. I'm eating grapes in celebration. Don't mind me. I just had a nice hot bowl of soup, too. Now I'm eating grapes again. Cotton candy grapes are back in season, and I have been buying way too many of them. Oh, Jazzy Oliver is abandoning her 15K sub YouTube channel to start a new channel under a new name.
At Jessel sent a
here we
super
go.
chat. Sigh, that's a voice actor. We're paying you to use your voice. Ara tax mother fair.
Oh, see, I'm getting paid $5 to go, Ara, mama. You know, the sexy older lady MILF voice in anime. Yes. I'm getting there, Mad Lad. I'm getting there in the story, Mad Lad. We'll get there when we get there, okay? I'm not even showing any receipts or anything. You guys can go look up all this shit yourself. I'm not doing any effort right now into this. I don't care, except, again, I'm just laughing at Anthony eating shit, all of his own volition. Apparently, I was such a threat to his reputation, guys, that he had to make a big cancel post on me and prey on my downfall. But he hangs out with groomer defenders.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. Have you heard of the Afro Man lawsuit?
I've heard of it. I wasn't really following it, but Afro Man is like, man, that's goals right there.
At Hurtworks sent a super chat. Missed the B-Day stream cause work tax. Happy B-Day.
Thank you. It was my birthday recently. I'm now actually 43, unlike... the internet had gotten it wrong for an entire year. You sent me real fan art now? Oh god. What now? I did say the other day that, Anthony thinks he's a grand philosopher, whereas I am Diogenes in my barrel, holding up a plucked chicken and saying, "Behold, a man." You'll get that reference if you know your Greek philosophers. It's a high-concept joke. You don't have the intelligence to understand it. But anyway, so... I am a cynic. I would consider myself that, yes. So, where was I? Anthony Gramuglia. Anthony Gramuglia, who is now an op. He was a dick to me, and then when I came out and told my side of the story to a bunch of people, and they, like, went, "Oh, wow, Sai's actually reasonable," he got really mad. Yeah, like, I'm the one who's dodged a fucking bullet here, because guess what happened? So, this Anthony, I don't know how long he knew Otterly Noah. There's this guy, Otterly Noah, and I guess he does BreadTube essays. I've never watched his fucking content. It looks pretty woke-tard, though.
At Invoicing Emu sent a super chat. Congrats on 25K tax.
Oh yeah, by the way, I hit 25K subs! I didn't even, like, say anything. Now, numbers can go up and down, so I wasn't gonna, like, celebrate just yet, but I'll have to make a video like my 10K one. I can't avoid that now, because I didn't do it at 20K. Okay, I lost my train of thought. God damn it. We're supposed to be laughing at Anthony.
At MadMad7269 send a super chat. Real voice actor gives published author vibes.
Yeah, right? I mean, again, by some definitions, you could consider me a voice actor. I don't care either way, to be honest. I just like entertaining people, and that's what I'm doing.
@Sconsenjam sent a super chat. It's kind of bizarre that you got condemned by folks and then ever since then, other ACC are doing real crimes and being fine with it. Like what?
Well, you see, I'm a woman who doesn't say and do the things they expect me to, so I need to be destroyed. That's kind of just life if you're like me. But no, the thing is, I mean, God, I've had to accept that Anthony was like this all along. I did like him at some point. Looking at his behavior now. Anyway, I was trying to tell the story. So, he comes across this Otterly Noah guy who's a bread tuber who did a plagiarism. I didn't think the plagiarism was that bad at first. I thought, you know, well, he kind of ripped off this other guy's video, but that's kind of whatever. It's not definitionally plagiarism, but...
@hero_culture sent a super chat. Wait, did Ant say something new? I originally supported him because I don't like how media grifters affect media discussion online, but something I didn't sign up for was that community playing morality beliefs.
Haha! Well, thank you for the 20, Hero Culture. Very generous. Well, maybe we can go, okay, maybe we'll do a little drama as a treat, and we'll go read his fucking, YouTube post. His post. But, no, so he hooked up with this Otterly Noah guy, who, I guess, because he does, like, well, both sides of the culture war argument are grifters, let's be real. It's just a bunch of grown men bitching at each other about movies and tying that to politics. It doesn't matter what their politics are, they're all doing the same grift on either side. Like, oh, you have to like this movie because there's a gay in it. Oh, you have to hate this movie because there's a gay in it. You know, they're two sides of the same coin, and they're just having this pointless argument with each other that doesn't accomplish anything. You're not actually talking about the media itself. You're talking about your side being validated by it. You don't actually care about media and storytelling and art. All you care about is that your political side is being espoused by the pop culture. That's all either of them care about, and it's just this pointless back and forth conversation that doesn't help anybody. Isn't even an intelligent fucking discussion. Like, Ant is so proud of himself for being part of Comicsgate. And it's like, who the fuck cares about Comicsgate? You're all fucking pathetic. You know? I'm so tired of this shit. So yeah, Otterly Noah was one of them. He's a bread tuber. He's like, I need to fight the chuds on, you know, The Last Jedi or whatever, because it's important to Western civilization, continuation, or something. I don't even know what they think. Like, I don't know how The Last Jedi became such a politicized fucking movie. It was just mid. It was just fucking mid. Well, I shouldn't say hooked up, linked up. That's what I usually mean. Hooking up with someone didn't always mean, like, getting together with them for sex. It also meant just, like, meeting up with them. Look, I'm old, okay? Sometimes I say the old people version of things. Yeah, Comicsgate was a thing started by a bunch of people who wanted a second Gamergate, because Gamergate was the last time they were relevant. And Gamergate itself was fucking stupid and pointless. And again, just a bunch of grown men wanting to do, like, activism, either right or left, through fucking pop culture. Most pointless thing you possibly could have. So anyway, so yeah, Otterly Noah is a bread tuber was my point there. I think maybe a little off track. You guys got me a little fired up. I am an Aries, you know. I might have fire in the blood. I don't believe in astrology, man, but sometimes, because every Aries I've ever met has been crazy and hot-blooded like me. So Otterly Noah got caught doing a plagiarism, and Anthony swept in. Again, I don't even know how he knew this guy, if they had just met or what. He swept in and said, I'm gonna be his script supervisor from now on. Right now, he's claiming he only looked at one of his scripts and is making it sound like Noah begged him to. But I swear to God, early on, he was like, I'm going to be supervising all his scripts from now on to make sure he doesn't do a plagiarism again. I'm educating him. So we all know how Ant thinks of himself as an educator, even though he has absolutely no background in that and is an idiot. God, I'm spicy today. It's probably because my theme song is playing right now. But, so then it turns out Otterly Noah was worse than just ripping off videos. Like, nobody could, like, cover this drama well. Like, I watched Tyler try to sit through a video on the drama, and, like, the first, like, hour and a half of this fucking video was this guy, like, glazing Critical Drinker, and then getting to Otterly Noah's plagiarism, and it, like, wasn't even a good example of it. So, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Sent a super chat. Noah was a soldier in Ant's cringe team sports holy war, so even though there was evidence plain as day he covered for him, Noah screwed up again and now has playing I was fooled cause I am empathetic.
Oh, yeah. God. EFAP is gonna eat him alive. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. Alright, so Otterly Noah did a lot of bad plagiarism shit. He's very unoriginal. He's kind of annoying. He just wants to sound smart.
At Neokaiser sent a super chat. Talk tax. Ara.
Ara, I saw. He thinks he's smart. But anyway. Yeah, and as Madlad is shouting in chat right now, Anthony just sent Noah some college courses on how not to plagiarize. Even though what he did wouldn't really be considered plagiarism in the academic sense, he was just kind of knocking off another video. At least in the stuff I saw. Oh yeah, EFAP already covered him, and of course that pissed Anthony off because EFAP has covered him before. And Ant doesn't like being criticized. I mean, I don't like EFAP either, but watching watching Ant eat shit is fun. So, it turns out he also was copyright striking videos. And he was trying to get his artist to copyright... This is Noah, not Ant. Noah was trying to get his artist to copyright strike a video for him by emotionally manipulating her, saying, "Oh, they used your art in the thumbnail, and it's a very racist video. I don't want your art to be associated with that. You probably should copyright strike them." And it was a completely self-serving move. And he's just using his artist, you know, as a shield so he can't be directly blamed for it. But he got caught anyway. Because that's what happens when you fuck people over. Maybe they'll talk about it. That's why you were so upset when I started talking about it, huh, Anthony? I don't know how desperate he is for EFAP's attention, but he's about to get it. I'll tell you why. So, all the usual suspect commentary bros got in on this. That Dickers guy who just wants to be Beckett. Few other literally who's in commentary. But the important thing is Nicky Diorio picked up on it. Now, I don't really watch Nicholas Diorio. I find him kind of annoying. He can be funny sometimes, but he's more of the trolly chudley side of YouTube, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't hate him or anything. But I did pop into his stream last night. I was lurking, watching. And I was kind of flicking back and forth between his and Ant's stream, because Ant decided, of course, he was going to stream on the Otterly Noah stuff. So he, like, meets this guy, asserts himself as a script supervisor, and is now making content out of him, drama slop content out of him, within the course of, like, 2 fucking months, Anthony did this. It's like, bro, you're just turning into an ACC guy already. Because you're just, like, you're just meeting people, manipulating them, and then mining them for content. Even though what Otterly Noah did was wrong, it doesn't change that Anthony is using him for content now. And he says he's not a drama slap channel, but he keeps, like, begging his fans to let him do drama in his polls lately.
At Rock Josiah sent a super chat. Oh look, it's Cyogenes.
Yeah, Cyogenes! Cyogenes the Cynic. That should be my new name. Yeah, Ant's sped-run becoming Lio Convoy. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And he's like, I tried to educate him. I am upset with him. He should have listened to me. Like, he's so Lio-coded. It's crazy.
At Sconsan Jam sent a super chat. I mean, no disrespect to anyone, but left-wing men stop using women for emotional shields before throwing them under the bus challenge. Eyes emoji.
Yeah, it's almost like leftist men are still men. And men still have bias against women. Even the good ones, you know? So, it's almost like women get the short end of the stick no matter what. Isn't that fun? Isn't that always the way? Oh, God. But yeah, he tried to use his female artist as a shield. Just fan-fucking-tastic. So, Anthony, of course, has been making this all about him. And he had, like, some, like, fucking Homelander-esque speech. Mind me, I just watched the new episode of The Boys today. He had some Homelander-esque cope as, like, I'm just too caring, I'm just too trusting, I'm just so good and see the good in everyone. That's how I ended up in this situation. And it was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But at the same time, to about 4,000 viewers, Nikki Diorio is making fun of Anthony. And he's urging people not to go to his stream and troll him, but he has a lot to say about him. Yeah, and Anthony got into a blue sky fight with Nicholas Diorio. So that's how he got his attention. And so Nicholas Diorio was showing how much Ant was sweeping and covering for Noah until he couldn't anymore, and then immediately turned on him. Which, yeah, is exactly what he did. Like, you were claiming responsibility for this guy, like, a month ago, and now you're like, oh, well, I'm the real victim here, as he makes, like, a stream on him for content. You know? Like, you can't be for real, bro. I need to make Steven's foot a little bigger. This angle is hard. Why did I do this to myself?
Adbalonic111 sent a super chat. Sorry, I'm late. Tomodachi is consuming my life.
I've seen that floating around Tumblr a lot lately. The Tomodachi life game, yeah.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. And I can fix them. Everyone else, how about you try ignoring them and focusing on your own shit, dude?
Like, he gets involved with stuff when nobody fucking asked him to. Like, even before Ant and Krim threw me under the bus, they were both like, well, we've been running around putting fires out behind your back, because you were making fun of the has-been kids, and that caused problems. And it was like, no one asked you to do that? And you were doing it without my knowledge, so why are you mad at me? That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it's like this weird pattern of Ant wants people to like owe him or something. Like he's the grand savior who's gonna sweep in and save them from themselves, and then they owe him. I don't know. It's very odd. It's very odd. I don't know how much of it is malicious and how much of it is just narcissism.
Athena_brain sent a super chat. This man is a father.
I know, that's the scary part. He's a father. Why is he spending increasing amounts of time online instead of, like, helping with the fucking baby? Do you know how hard giving birth is? I mean, what, it's been, like... Was this baby born? Probably December? I don't know. How many months was that? Whatever. I don't care anymore. But, anyway, so yeah, so he's covering his own ass. So Nikki Diorio, in front of 4,000 people, was making fun of him, making fun of his Blue Sky posts, making fun of his YouTube posts, and in the midst of Nikki Diorio doing this, Mahler sent him a DM. Mahler, the infamous head of EFAP. The king of chuds. Sends Nikki a DM saying, you gotta see what Anthony just said on stream. So Mahler was watching Anthony's stream, and it sure sounds like they're planning an EFAP on it. So he sends Nicholas Diorio this clip of Anthony basically saying, if I don't hold Otterly Noah and other people on my side accountable, who will listen to me about critical drinker? And he was giggling his tubby little ass off at that. And it's like, oh god, they're coming for him. It's like, I am so happy I am not associated with you anymore when you have fucking Nicholas Diorio and Mahler laser focused on you. I don't need that. Fuck you. And thank you, Shark Jumping Walrus, for 10 gifted subs, and Giselle gave 5 earlier. So if you get hit by the gifted sub fairy today, you can go to Discord, go to Connections, connect your Discord and your YouTube account, and it should dump you right in the Discord. So there you go. And once you're in the Discord, even if you don't, like, re-up your membership, you don't have to leave. I don't kick people out. So it's a one-time thing. It's about critical drinker because this is the midwit grifter culture war bro shit. Because, oh, Critical Drinker is a voice on the right, and he is saying Star Wars bad, and we're the voice on the left, and we have to say Star Wars good. It's so fucking pointless. Like, all of these people want to imagine that they're philosophers and that they understand politics, but they can only talk about it through, like, fucking corporate pop culture. And it's just fucking ridiculous, and they're all so concerned one is gonna push the pendulum one way or the other when nobody fucking cares, you know? Discord does not make you share your ID, and you wouldn't need to for my Discord anyway. I don't have any, like, 18 plus or NSFW sections anymore. Just got rid of that shit once it started getting too big. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, it's the whole, again, it's the whole culture war grift. We're like, oh, we have to argue for our political side through the vector of, like, fucking pop culture and movies, and it's just so stupid. It's what, oops, sorry, that was a Simon Dan video I was watching. I'm trying to find Anthony's post. Because we can at least laugh at it a little bit. So, oh yeah, there was another interesting thing. Did he? Oh, it was right after his post on Otterly Noah, of course. Oh, look at that! His video about Lily's, writing tips hit 1 million views. I wonder who made that very eye-catching thumbnail for you, Anthony. That helped it reach 1 million views. I wonder who really helped you kickstart your channel with her eye-grabbing, dynamic thumbnails that she did at a discount for you because we were becoming friends and I trusted you. Yeah. Just throwing it out there. So, got 300 fucking comments. I don't care if he replaces them or not. I mean, he paid for them. But my point was more, Anthony was claiming I exploited him when I did the thumbnails at a discount for him to help him get his channel growing. I told him I was doing it at a discount, and I was willing to do that for him. Because, again, I felt like we were becoming friends, and I felt like we were colleagues. And this is just what I do among friends and colleagues, normally, because I'm a normal fucking person. So really, it's not that he's still using my thumbnails. I don't give a shit. I might use some of those thumbnails in my portfolio. The point is more him claiming he exploited me when I worked at an extreme discount to help him, you know? And he's, like, trying to slander me and ruin my channel. Like, he says, oh, I don't want Sai to lose any views. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, yes, he does. He wants me to lose views. He was spreading a rumor that I was botting because I was still gaining subs, even after he threw me under the bus. The great Anthony Gramuglia.
At NeoKaiser0 sent a super chat. Talk tax. In Nani?
Nani? Nani? What?
At Clyde Alburn sent a super chat. Ant is the Dilbert of video essayists.
I'm not sure in what way you mean that, but I'm just imagining you saying he looks like the character.
At Hurtworks sent a super chat. Love him or hate him, Mahler. The man does 5-hour vids on the reg. He is SSJ3 of autism. If he did fight Ant, he would rip Ant's spine out.
I literally don't feel anything one way or the other from Mahler. I just want to see Anthony get his ass kicked and laugh at it. That's all I care about. Hey, Billy Donuts, welcome! Like, I've never really watched Mahler. I've maybe watched 1 or 2 EFAPs, because Jay Longbone was on. That's it. Because she's the only funny one out of that group. So anyway, what have I been sent now? Oh, Skrill sent me something. I'm doing fine, Skrill. Chat got me a little fired up. And I'm a little stuffy today because it's all rainy out. So I'm like, it's like I'm low energy, but you're also getting me all fired up. It's a weird combination. So anyway, let's read his post. I've just learned that Otterly Noah convinced the artist who created his Ping avatar to falsely copyright strike a critic of his. As someone who has been falsely copyright struck, I take this extremely seriously. Because it was something that affected him, of course. Now he takes it seriously. I guess Diorio, like, showed him unequivocal evidence of this, and Ant still didn't believe him until he had, like, no choice. So, that's interesting. As someone who tried to help Noah previously, I'm just going into comic book guy voice, I can't help it. We're just gonna do comic book guy. As someone who tried to help Noah previously because I believed he made mistakes out of ignorance, this actually deeply upsets me. Me, it's all about me. In fact, I have something for that. Hang on a second. I have something beautiful, and if Nicholas Diorio wants it, I'll send it to him. Where's my memes folder? That's my Breaking Bad memes. Here it is. Yes, I made this. We've been using this a lot in my Discord lately. I think I might have even posted it on my side blog once or twice, but yeah. I might just flip back to this when we need it. I will be doing my due diligence on this matter to figure out what is actually going on, but I am taking this matter extremely seriously. So even now, he was still, like, doubting it. He was still doubting it even now and saying, no, but maybe my breadtuber, who I'm trying to control, actually is still salvageable. But again, he's framing it as him. It's all about how it affected him. It's all about things that have affected him in the past. It's all about him. It's always about him. It's always about him. Go read through his Blue Sky. He involves himself in everything. And again, he's saying I was a threat to his reputation. Well, these are the people he keeps company with. I had sent Noah footage for a video of his earlier last week. And other than that, I am not going to consider further collaboration or support with Noah unless evidence comes forward to exonerate him. I will also be sharing this information with my peers. Yeah, your peers are what? Jazzy Oliver? Jesse Gender? Krim? Kyla T? Oh yeah, these are some heavy hitters right here. I'm extremely disappointed with his actions and cannot in good faith support this. You cannot be a critic and be unable to take someone criticizing you. We've seen how you react to This man stormed off of Tumblr because, like, a victim of Lily Orchard and a person who he forgot who they are, who he should know who they are, like, weren't taking his white savior crap. And he got so angry and stormed off Tumblr. I mean, you can still see his last messages there. Jesse Gender's another mediocre fucking breadtuber. Don't even worry about it. She's just someone he really sucks up to. I'm extremely disappointed with his actions and cannot in good faith support this. You cannot be a critic. Oh, I already read that part. I take plagiarism seriously, and I thought I had provided resources that helped Noah avoid further controversies. Clearly, my faith was misapplied. Yeah, and then since posting, Noah's DMs have leaked, proving he did in fact do it. So, yeah, I mean, people aren't, like, questioning. Sorry to hear that, bud. Trust is one of the hardest things to lose. The irony of saying that to him. I need good ones. I need good ones.
At NeoKaiser0 sent a super chat. Talk tax. Worst hero's journey ever.
Worst hero's journey ever. It really is, isn't it? Let's see. Madlie says, he said Noah accidentally plagiarized when he directly stole clips, removed watermarks, and said full lines of other people's videos. Changing only 2 words. You watched this get exposed live. I guess the exposed video was just kind of too all over the fucking place. I couldn't follow it, but then again, I was watching it via Tyler, who had to stop, like, every 5 minutes to go on a hour-long tangent. He's worse than me. So, I didn't see if there's any comments, like, actually calling Ant out. But yeah, it'll be fun to see how this, evolves. Because from what Nikki Diorio was saying, it sounds like Mahler's gonna do a big EFAP all over this stream of ants. So, we can definitely look forward to that. I will probably just be silently watching with popcorn. It is so funny to see all the people that tried to cancel me eat total and utter shit lately, though. Wonder what that could mean. Maybe I have some kind of, like, anti-curse on myself, and anyone who fucks with me just gets their life ruined. I'm like a living Switcheroo medallion. Yeah, I didn't watch all of Diorio's stream, but I was kind of popping back and forth between his and Ant's stream until people were saying something funny would happen on one or the other. It was really funny to listen to Diorio, like, just dress down Ant, though. Oh, young girl Meh, you don't know the legend of the Switcheroo medallion and how it ruins people's lives? Like, every content creator that's been sent a Switcheroo medallion has had, like, their whole life fall apart soon after putting it on. It's like, it's becoming worrying, you know? It seems like it might be an actual curse. Since it's from Chris Chan, who the fuck knows? People joke that Chris is right about one thing. He's the main character of Earth. Oh, and I'm not cheering for EFAP. I don't even like them, but, I don't even like Nicholas Diorio either, but, I will watch Ant eat shit. That's funny as fuck. He brought it on himself. He's been on Blue Sky practically begging EFAP to react to him again, so he got what he fucking wanted. And he's just done all this to himself. Thank you. Everyone's complimenting my cute Stevens. Oh, my perspective is off here, damn it. So I've gotten a little better at drawing Steven. I've drawn him very, I've gone very, what's his name from Trigger with him? Takafumi Hori. I've gone very Takafumi Hori with them. I can't help my anime, weeb origins. Like I said, HC, I've maybe watched a couple, but it was because Jay Longbone was there. And I believe I discovered Jay Longbone first through, her and her friends reading Gotham High. And it was so fucking funny, I subscribed. And I watch her. I haven't watched her a lot recently, but I still say she had the funniest fucking video on iPause when he tried to, cancel Wendigoon. Her reaction was the funniest fucking one. I'm not even sure what video it was, to be honest, B. Buzzley. It was just Tyler, Westside Tyler was watching it on his stream, and I was trying to follow what the fuck was going on, but whoever made the video was, like, glazing Critical Drinker constantly and mad that Noah said his hero was bad. And it was like, get to the point. Today, Junior.
Neo Kaiser 0 sent a super chat. Talk tax. Tsundere humph.
Like, do a Sundare's humph, or just say Sundare humph? Let's go, a Sundare humph. Like that? I don't know.
At Skonsen Jam sent a super chat. The nefarious and evil Psy looming in the rafters like Phantom of the Opera watching her enemies fall apart.
Yes. Indeed.
At Tyler Preston
I cut the chandelier.
699 sent a super chat. Talk tax. Let them fight.
Let them fight. Yes.
At Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Psy don't speak the medallion's name 3 times.
What does it make it appear in the mirror or something? Madla says, Ant also messaged the people Noah plagiarized, complaining that it could have been handled privately instead of going public. He knew it looked bad. Oh, that motherfucker! That motherfucker! I've said this before, 2 days before Anthony threw me under the bus. We're talking normally. He's sending me pictures of his kid, so he can't think I'm that evil and dangerous if he trusted me with photos of his fucking child. And then 2 days later, he's making a big cancel post about me on YouTube. Doesn't say a goddamn thing to me in private first. Just says he's no longer working with me on Twitter, which I was like, okay, whatever. But apparently behind the scenes, he was being ankle bit to make an even bigger cancel post on me by reportedly Krim and Kyla T, probably Jazzy Oliver too. They're all, like, needling him. No, you gotta cancel her harder. We need to destroy her. So on your 100K sub YouTube channel, you need to make a big cancel post. And that's the post where he started claiming I exploited him. And he said he tried to educate me. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Ever since that he tried to educate me comment, he's been on my fucking shit list. But before, like, at first, we said, oh, Ant posted something on Twitter saying he's no longer associating with you. And I was like, whatever. Door's still open. Then came that second post, and I was like, fuck you. But yeah, now he's running around saying, no, things that affect me badly could have been handled privately. It's like, even with Krim, we did distance ourselves privately at first. And I kept up that. I didn't mention it. I didn't say anything. I was happy to let people think we just naturally drifted apart. And I was like, whatever. Then Krim started talking shit about me in public. And seemed to think that I wouldn't say anything. You know? They're both just stunned. They were completely stunned. When I started talking to the critical blogs on Tumblr, on my side blog, and telling my side of the story of the fallout. And then Ant and Krim make complete asses of themselves. Like, Ant started talking one person. This person didn't even like me when I started communicating with them. They didn't even fucking like me. But they could see that I was being the more sensible one here, and the more honest one. It started questioning Ant, and then Ant was like, well, you're just a psi orbiter. It's like, this person doesn't even fucking like me. We haven't talked outside of in public on Tumblr. It's not like we're friends. We are arguing about fucking Has-Been Hotel right now, though, me and Critical Envy, but... Because the side blog I was using now was a side blog I made ages ago to reblog things and comment and talk about things, because when I started, my Tumblr was art only.
At MadLad7269 send a super chat. Did Ant send you college course too?
No. I remember him, apparently he did mention me on his stream the other night and said, acted like he had to help me with a copyright strike reply, like when we both got copyright struck by Lily, it was the first time I had been copyright struck. So yeah, I probably asked him for advice on my wording. I probably also asked Cougar. Like, it doesn't make you special. Yes, I am a decade older than him. And he thought he had nothing to learn from me, and I had everything to learn from him. He goes, oh, I'm just a woman, lower class, I'm autistic. What could I possibly know about anything? Hi, Lavender, are you here because you heard I was bitching about Ant? Because I'm almost done, unless you guys get me going again. It's just a yappy stream today, but I'm obviously in a mood. I've been mostly sleepy today, though, because like I said, it's dark and rainy and dreary and gray. And those always make me sleepy. But yeah, if you go watch the stream I did reacting to his Cyberpunk video, you'll get a bit more on the drama history there when it comes to Anthony. Yeah, colleges are just like, can you pay money to get a degree eventually? That's all they fucking care about anymore. We should be doing it like Brazil or Egypt, where college is free, but it's very hard to get into, and you have to actually have good grades and actually be committed. It's like, not everyone has to go to college. My generation got sold a lie, that if you want a good job, you have to go to college. And that's not even fucking true anymore. Maybe it never was. But because college in, America is profit-driven, they don't give a shit if you learn anything. All they give a shit about is if you pay your tuition.
At Sawesomeness sent a super chat. That's a mood, Gabriella.
That's a quote from something, isn't it? But I don't know what at the moment.
At Miss Jasmine305 sent a super chat. And, Plankton voice, I went to college.
I went to college! Man, Tyler does such a good Plankton impression. I'm so jealous. Speaking of the Cyberpunk stream, Westside Tyler reacted to that next. I think he unlisted it, unfortunately, but obviously mogged both Ant and I on the subject matter. But agreed with me that Ant's video was just all over the place. But of course he was taking criticism well from a man, at least publicly. He was probably like mauling like Light Yagami when he was alone.
Itembradon868 sent a super chat. Ant needs to learn the lesson I did years ago when I tried to mediate drama between friends over text during a date with my husband. I'll help others, but not at the expense of my family or myself.
Yeah, and also, like, sometimes, like, your input isn't needed. You know? Like, I don't know why he thinks his input is needed everywhere. On the layer above? Oh, it is on the layer above. It's just hard to see. Okay. It was, like, getting crazy for a second.
At SwordHeart520 sent a super chat. College should have entrance exam like Japan.
I think they kinda do. I mean, isn't the SAT basically a college entrance exam? But no, like I said, in America, it's like you're just expected to go to college after high school and just pay a shitload of money and then maybe not even use your fucking degree. I don't know. Again, it just became a commercial thing. I mean, I love the people that, like, come to my channel trying to troll me by saying, get a job, and it's like, man, I'm probably, like, making more than you do at Wendy's, alright? You know? Like, who cares? Like, society is falling apart. Who cares how anybody survives anymore? I have not played Persona. I'm honestly not that interested in it. I watched my friend play Persona 5. I didn't like it. I found it very boring. Found the plot to be really stupid. Sorry. We were both getting frustrated that they were repeating, like, the theme over and over again and, like, beating you over the head with it. I got a degree in graphic design in 2022, then AI blew up. I never got a job in my degree. Yeah, it's kind of like how my generation was told to go into computer science, and then all the computer science jobs got outsourced to China and India. Yeah! Wow! Yeah, freelancing is a job. I mean, I might not have finished college, but at least I'm not in fucking debt. You know? Heard of the band Fathers of Peace? No, I have not.
At Hurtworks sent a super chat. I think it's to spread his influence. I see him in comments section of big YouTubers like Crispy's Tavern, begging for attention.
Yeah, he's like constantly in stream chats too, just like Lyle Convoy, and it's like, and Anthony claims to have a day job, but it's like, how are you attending all of these streams on weekdays then, bro? I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. I question this. I think we need a universal basic income, but that's just me, because I think corporations need to learn what it's like to, not be owed employees again. And to have to actually work to make their places, like, an attractive place to work. Everybody has universal basic income, you have to actually, like, convince people to work for you. I don't know, maybe he works from home, maybe he has a weird work schedule. I mean, I used to have a weird work schedule, that's why my art stream's on Wednesday.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. Just finished Bayonetta.
Ay.
Love it. Is 2 and 3 good?
I have not played 2 and 3. 2 was on the Wii U or some shit. And, 3 sounded awful. So, I don't even want to play it. But I love the first game. Fucking love the first Bayonetta. One of my favorite games of all time. I will definitely be playing that one on stream again sometime. I played it on stream like 9 years ago, but that was before I blew up.
Wolf10 reading 5308 sent a super chat. Better writer Alan Wake or Ant?
Probably Alan Wake. We'll have to wait for Anthony's book to come out. Won't that be fun to see how well this man writes a novel, if he can really put his money where his mouth is. I bet Tyler's gonna have a ball with that, because he's actually written several books. Now, who's a bigger tool, Alan Wake or Ant? That's a tougher question to answer. I'm leaning toward Alan. I don't know. No, I've heard Bayo 2 is good. I just haven't played it. But Bayo 3 sounded terrible, and I don't want to play it. And I'm not even mad that Bayonetta got together with Luca like some people are. It's like, did you not play the first game? Of course she got together with Luca. He was her love interest. It's the whole multiverse shit. And replacing her with, like, gender-swapped Diet Dante. I don't want to play that shit. Why does every man with a wife write about lesbians? Why is any man writing about lesbians? Bayo 2 is better than the first. 3 has good stuff, but it's failed by some dumb stuff. Yeah. I mean, as long as the controller gameplay is still good for 2, I'd probably be into it. I'm at the DMV. Please send help. I'm so sorry, Dave. You have been locked in purgatory. Every minute in there is gonna feel like 50 years. Man, I was able to renew my driver's license online. That was convenient. It was weird, because, like, I got my real ID, but then they said I also still need a driver's license. But then, now I just have 2 driver's licenses. I don't know why I don't know what the hell is going on. The government told me I had to renew it, though. And that it's not the same thing as the real ID. So I hope some cop somewhere isn't gonna question why I have 2 IDs. It's gonna be like, but the fucking government told me to. I mean, can I? Of course I can drive. I'm a lesbian. It's bisexuals who can't drive. Get it right. Gay men are hit or miss. What if justice pulls me over? Now, I was able to do my car registration online, too. Actually, it's gonna be a Wednesday next month. I have to go to traffic court, and it's like at 5 p.m. Which I guess I shouldn't be upset about, that it's not like at the ass crack of dawn, but I'll have to, like, cut that stream short or something. I have to plan around that. My registration was expired, and I got pulled over.
At the Master Clockwork sent a super chat. Sigh, peeked at Mouse for Hire?
I've seen it. I'm not into shooters, but I mean, if you guys wanted me to play it on stream, I might consider it. There is just to remind everybody, because I'm excited for it. There are 2 games releasing this year that I will play from day 1 on stream, and that would be Ontos and Control Resonant. So you guys can look forward to that. I will play those when they come out. I very rarely do that, but I'm very excited about those games. And playing Dragon Age Veilguard on stream was pretty fun. So, I don't mind my first experience with those games being on stream. But, like, Wokadora sent me a game the other day, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't play this one on stream. I should have some first experiences with games that aren't me performing for an audience, maybe. That might be healthy. Oh, wait, his thumb should be on the inside here.
At NeoKaiser0 sent a super chat. Talk tax. Oro?
Are you gathering these to make, like, a video or something? Reminds me, I should open a Cameo or something. Then you guys can, like, pay me to do all sorts of funny sound bites. Yes, yeah, Billy does. Control Resident looks so fucking good. Like, I did enjoy Control. I was kind of rushing through it, because I really wanted to get to Alan Wake 2 during my Halloween stream thing. So I was kind of stubbornly rushing through it, under-leveled, and I managed to beat it anyway. It was fun, though, and it was very interesting. I like the whole SCP thing, and now I'm really excited, because Alan Wake 2 came in and sort of, like, reasserted the other side of things, like, yeah, look at all these scientists trying to scientifically study things that are intangible, things that are, you know, meta-natural, that they can't put any sort of scientific thing on, you know, like creativity or art or something. So I'm glad they're not going full, like, oh, we're gonna explain everything with weird science. I'm glad we still have the mystical side of things, which is Alan Wake. So, but Control Resident looks awesome. I mean, it looks like we're gonna be playing as both Jesse and Dylan, and Dylan is, like, in some sort of dream or sub-world or something. But Dylan's side has melee combat, and that's what's got me really pumped, because I fucking love melee combat in video games. So, going around with a big fucking hammer, bashing things, that's gonna be my jam right there. Yeah, I've seen the trailers for the Backrooms movie. I might go see it. I have been saying I need to support that local theater more, even if I have to go alone, because nobody else wants to see the movie I want to see. I did not go alone to Project Hail Mary. It was very fun. We saw that on my birthday. It was good. It's as good as everybody says it is. It's even better if you understand the science behind things, because it is actually, it's surprisingly really good science for such a silly sci-fi movie. I keep describing Project Hail Mary as 2001: A Space Odyssey, but goofier and starring a lovable boy failure. That's basically the movie. And he meets an alien. So... yeah, I have Hi-Fi Rush in my library. I've been meaning to get around to playing it, so I'll definitely play that one on stream. That'll also be blind. And I think I'll go with the streamer-friendly music, but I've heard it's good. I felt like the movie was a little rushed in places, Hail Mary, but then we got out of the movie and it's like, dear God, that was like 2.5 fucking hours. So maybe not as rushed as I thought. Yeah, but like they had a lot of like accurate stuff, like him getting shunned for his theories on life not needing water to evolve and creating gravity with centrifugal force and stuff like that. It was actually it was pretty enjoyable. Yeah, but the CGI was really well done. The anti-gravity effects were extremely impressive. Like, I'm not even sure how they did it. They didn't use the Vomit Comet, rather. They did it with, wires, but it looks real. You know, it's crazy. So yeah, for such a goofy boy and his monster, silly movie, the science is actually pretty fucking solid. Well, the funny thing is I knew how it ended already, because I read a synopsis of the book. So... I think it's a cute ending, though. I like it. I liked the design of, like, the alien spaceship, too. It was very, very unique. And again, it was a lot of... You can tell there were actual sets, though. Not everything was on a green screen. There was actual fucking sets. I was also surprised it was an Amazon original being shown in theaters. Isn't that weird? There really aren't any fucking rules anymore. I guess being an Amazon original would technically sort of make it an indie film? Because it is outside of the studio system. I put up that post a little while ago about how people don't understand what the fuck indie means. It just means you're outside of the studio system. But yeah, an Amazon original in theaters, Digital Circus final episode already making $5 million in pre-sales. There is no rules anymore, and it's fan-fucking-tastic. I am indie, yes. Yeah, I had no idea. At the beginning of the movie, it goes, Amazon Originals, and I was like, huh. But again, would someone like Universal or Disney have made Project Hail Mary the way it came out? Probably not. They'd probably want to, like, gloss over all the sciencey stuff, gloss over him learning to communicate with the alien. They'd probably want the alien to be cuter so they could sell plushes of it, you know? Audi vs. Acme is releasing in theaters? That's cool. I'm not sure if I'll support that one, but we'll see. Next thing I'm planning to see in theaters is the goddamn Animal Farm movie. I will watch that, and I will come home for a Friday stream, and I will talk about it. I actually haven't seen the second Mario movie yet. I might just wait for that one to come out on digital, to be honest. I've heard it's pretty bloated. It's fun, but kind of just bloated. I still haven't watched the Venture Brothers movie. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm really bad at getting around to watching things sometimes. I will be having my episode discussion about The Boys tomorrow, though. I watched that today, like I said. We're really reliving the roaring 20s or 30s. The world is on fire, but the new animation studios are thriving. Yeah, well, yeah. Look at Glitch and Spindlehorse and how good they've been doing. There is now a parallel competing industry in animation, especially. But there's been indie movies getting popular, and you just don't even know it. Like, everything out of A24, anything A24 has ever made is an independent film. So that means Lady Bird, that means Everything Everywhere All at Once, that means Machinima, that means Moonlight, that means every movie they've ever made. And those have all gotten mainstream appeal. Because, like, Hollywood won't do it, so people are rolling up their sleeves and doing it themselves. It's great. And the technology is there now, and anyone can just make a movie. Like that guy who made an entire animated movie in Blender by himself about a cat. You know? Like, anybody can make anything from anywhere, and it's fan-fucking-tastic, and there's actual competition again. Disney is gonna have to step up their game if they want to compete.
Jam sent a super chat. Remember in Disney's Pocahontas when they got past the language barrier because of wind magic?
I hate it.
Scully
I
emoji.
hate it. Because, like, eventually in Hail Mary they start using a TTS for the alien, but I'm like, okay, I can accept that because they put in the work to show them building a language together and learning to communicate, you know? You Flow, that's what it was called. Venture Brothers already got a movie at OD3, I just haven't gotten around to watching it. Yeah, it's so funny, because, like, Disney hasn't even been a powerhouse company that long, just as long as we can remember. Because Disney as a company almost died before they made The Little Mermaid in 1989. So for my entire life, Disney has been the makers of magic, the makers of your childhood. But, like, what, that lasted maybe 30 years? And now Gen Alpha, they don't give a shit about Disney. They don't even recognize it. You know, they don't care where their entertainment comes from or in what form. Just that it's there. And that's changing things. And that's exciting. Because this old industry needs to fucking go away.
At Sauciness sent a super chat. Have you read anything else by Garth Ennis that's not The Boys? I really enjoyed Preacher and his Punisher run.
I haven't. I've been told I might like Preacher, but I don't know. I've never been that into Western comic books in the first place. So, but maybe one day I'll actually read Preacher. I just like The Boys show, and right now it's kind of like I'm just waiting to see if the show is going to end well or not. Today's episode was fine. It was a little boring. We got to some interesting parts. Frenchie got to be the MVP this time, which was fun, and it was for very funny reasons. So... And I accidentally predicted where Homelander was going in the season.
At Madmat7269 send a super chat. I hope with how successful Digital Circus and Iron Lung are doing and them taking a lower cut will lead to movie theaters doing mostly indie films.
Because, yeah, the theaters benefit because they get more of the profit than they would from a Hollywood release. So they're happy. They'll show something on screen as long as it profits them and lets them keep their theater running. So yeah, look at what happened with Fathom Entertainment. It's like they started out small and they had like a multi-tiered plan. Okay, if we hit this milestone, we'll open more theaters here. And if we hit this milestone, we'll open more theaters here. And it seems like they had this rollout planned all along. But had to see how good it would do first, which is smart!
At SoreHeart520 sent a super chat. Disney has a chance to make money with the Kingdom Hearts anime, but they don't. They are so dumb.
Because everyone in charge of Disney right now does not understand art, they don't understand entertainment, they don't understand why people like entertainment, all they understand is brand. They're just like, well, we have the Star Wars brand, and the Star Wars brand will always sell. Marvel movies will always make $1 billion because they're Marvel movies. Doesn't matter what we put in them, if it says Marvel on it, people will buy it. These people usually come from, like, physical product sales, so that's why they think this way. It's like, oh, people will just recognize our brand of macaroni and cheese and buy it no matter what we put in it. And it's like, you can't really do that with movies. You know, people have stopped falling for it, and now your company is dying even faster, and I can't wait. So, this new CEO's on the park side of the company. Does that surprise you? The parks are what keep Disney afloat. That's why they were in big trouble during COVID and they couldn't open the parks, and they were losing tons and tons of money and got billion-dollar bailouts from both the American and the Canadian government. Yeah, so, yeah. And then they still can't get their shit together. Not that I care. I have hated Disney for a long time. Disney has not been about the art and the money since Walt Disney himself died. Honestly. And he only died in the 60s. And again, Disney has only been like a powerhouse company throughout like the 90s and early 2000s. And now they're almost dead again. You know, they all think they're too big to fail, but they all got really scared when Warner Brothers almost got bought by Netflix. That's crazy. You guys have no idea how fucking unthinkable that would be, like, 15 years ago. You know? And it just proves, no, you're not too big to fail. You could easily become a subsidiary of one of these new media companies. And it's taken them all by surprise. You'd argue since Roy Disney got ousted in a hostile takeover? Possibly, but even Roy Disney was way more corporate. You know, it was almost like immediately after Walt died. You know, they just went full corporate. Well, it's not that these indie products would have bombed, Mass Mike. It's that the powers that be would never have made those properties, or at least not in the form they're in now. Because you have artists in control of these companies, they understand how to make art.
A super chat. They're so obsessed with the park's image that they have the whole system in place if someone dies there so they don't die in the park.
Oh yeah. You can read about all sorts of accidents that happened at Disney and people who died because they didn't get them help right away so they wouldn't upset other guests. It's gruesome shit. They're an evil fucking company. Just because they put rainbows on things and pretend to care about gay rights doesn't mean they stopped being an evil fucking company. It was so frustrating. Be like, no, we have to be okay with Disney now because they said yes, gay rights. It's like, who fucking cares? Well, will not be happy when he comes out of his cryotube held beneath Disneyland and sees the state of modern Disney. Exactly, Lavender. I always say that. When Nightmare Before Christmas first came out, it was released under Touchstone Pictures because Disney was afraid it would harm their squeaky clean image. And now that it's popular, Disney branding all over everything Nightmare. I see you bastards. And I think Burton had to do that movie through Disney, or their properties, because he came up with the idea while he was working at Disney, so technically it made it theirs. You know? Do the Disney merch stores even exist anymore?
At Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Lunch tax ramen noodle with chicken/steak sauce, mashed potatoes, with green beans, and juice.
I'm weird about green beans. Sometimes I like them and sometimes I don't. That's very strange. That sounds good, though.
At Dr. Lizard Brain sent a super chat. Hell, Disney isn't even that progressive.
They're not progressive at all. They donate to both sides. But some people are they're so consumer brained. They're just like, oh, but this company said pro-gay, so now we have to throw our money at them. And it's like, that's exactly what they were expecting you to do. They don't actually care. Ugh. I still get shit for canceling Owl House and pulling that one Moon Girl episode with the trans character. Oh yeah, they know they get shit for that. There's a Disney store half hour from you, but it's a discount store? I remember when the fucking Disney stores were everywhere. They were like a staple in every single mall. It was crazy. I did talk about the Otterly Noah stuff a little earlier, Eternity. Mostly, I'm just laughing at Anthony Gramuglia falling flat on his fucking face. Because he deserves it. I'm very spicy today. Do I say pro-gay? I'm not sure, Kaiser. Disney has to be haunted from all the deaths that occurred there. I mean, statistically.
We put a gay in the background for 2 seconds with no important characters in frame so we can cut them for China. Praise US, we are allies.
And it's like when that fucking Strange World movie came out and people were like, people just aren't seeing it because they're homophobic. It's like, no, people aren't seeing it because it looks mid as fuck. That's why. Like, Disney has not adapted to the post-Spider-Verse animation world either. They're still doing their early, they're 2010s beanie chubby characters that nobody, fucks with anymore. Like, it makes all of their movies look dated now, and kids are gonna notice that.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. The Disney film Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas is a Touchstone Pictures movie directed by Henry Selick.
Well, Touchstone Pictures is a subsidiary of Disney, so they put it out under Touchstone instead of under their Disney label, because they were worried with all their princess movies it would be too easy and spooky.
Gem sent a super chat. Gay money used to be no good, but then it was profitable. Upside down face emoji. W-E-E-E.
Yeah, and a bunch of retards fell for it.
Happy
Mostly
Master
straight
Clockwork
people.
Sent a super chat. Companies needed to learn there's no money in activism. The majority audience doesn't want $1 billion company scolding them on morals.
Yeah, and the people that do want that don't buy the shit. You know, all the woke scolds who cheer when a company pays lip service to their favorite cause. Like, they don't actually give their money to the company, so of course they're gonna stop doing it. A few years ago, every company made rainbow products in June, but now that right-wingers are openly anti-anyone, that doesn't suddenly stop or become allies they were. Well, they weren't allies to begin with, Mad Lad, that's the point. Those fucking white Skittles. Those fucking white Skittles. Those are insulting. Like, oh, yeah, celebrate gay pride with, the least appetizing looking thing ever. Because only your rainbow matters today. Oh, I feel so seen. Fuck you. Well, it's like Cartoon Network trotting out Ruby and Sapphire's wedding every Pride to pretend like that was their idea all along and they were totally for it. And they didn't cancel the show over it. Fuck you. I can't show the Brandon Rogers video every time this comes up. There's also that one scene from The Boys. Actually, since I've been getting away with boys footage on my talk streams about it. Here, we'll put on my patent. If you've never been to the episode discussion streams, this is my patented VoxTech Scramble Vision. VoxTech, we may need to change our company name. So the boys, Maeve, girlfriend, PR. Where's that scene? The deleted scene. A Pride campaign? Come on, this clip has to be up here somewhere still. It's the funniest scene ever. Right here, excellent. This is the one that 5 years ago. Man, this show's been going on that long. Oh, let's have Miss Jasmine first.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Whenever I hear people talk about recent Disney movies, they completely forget Strange World. They mention Moana, Encanto, and maybe Wish, if they're shitting on the latter.
Encanto is so good, and the reasons it's good have nothing to do with it being a Disney movie. So anyway, this scene eviscerates rainbow capitalism so well. This makes me feel more seen than all the fucking white Skittles in the world. Let's enjoy it. This was back when the show was really good. Now it's just kinda good.
But our Empress of the Otherworld struggles inside. Questions of identity.
So actually, for context, the superheroes and the boys are real, but they also star in, MCU-style movies about themselves, because they're marketed by a company. And so the context here is Maeve has been forcibly outed as bisexual by Homelander to fuck with her. Because she has this girlfriend. Maeve's kind of interesting because she has like a long-term commitment to a woman and sees men as flings, where usually it's the other way around with bisexual female characters in media. So that's the context. Now they're trying to do a big pride campaign about her, and these two straight guys are going to tell her their pride campaign idea. So that's our context.
But our Empress of the Otherworld struggles inside.
Questions of identity rock her to her core until she meets...
Elena. The connection is immediate, all-consuming. A sweet, sapphic love blossoms, raising Maeve's consciousness and revealing her own inner truth.
She's gay, and it's okay. It's...
Powerful. She's more than just a superhero now. She is a symbol. Representation matters.
She's #Brave Maeve.
We're recommending a multi-pronged image makeover. First, guest spots on Queer Eye.
Then an exclusive It Gets Better...
Yeah, so they're actually trying to rope her real girlfriend into their marketing campaign.
Kimberly Pierce might direct.
Grand marshals at the New York and Chicago Pride because you are two proud lesbians.
You know Maeve is bi, right?
Yeah, you know what? I just feel like lesbian is a bit of an easier sell, but more cut and dry.
Now, for Elena...
Me.
You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Why am I part of the show?
We are going with a polished, tailored look.
That looks like menswear.
Pew research shows that two feminine women in a relationship sends a problematic message.
Yeah, this isn't Penthouse Forum.
Americans are more accepting of gays when they're in a clear-cut gender role relationship, like Ellen and Portia.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. I have no interest in being in a public relationship.
Well, you will be compensated.
God damn it, Ashley.
Really? You're not gonna say anything?
Man, the show was so good in the first 2 seasons. It was so good in the first 2 seasons. Not that it's terrible now, but it's just not... Hasn't been the best after season 4, unfortunately. But yeah, that's how a lot of these so-called allies... isn't it so accurate? That's why I appreciate it. That's why it's so fucking real. It's so fucking real. This is how so many of these straight allies come across. Yeah, you will be compensated. I love Ashley. She's my favorite girl failure. Colby Menifee is one of the funniest motherfuckers in the entire show. She's so funny. Uh-oh, I might have gotten dinged, guys. Hopefully I don't get just as a heads up, warning. Okay, I'm done watching it. But yeah, it's so fucking real. But what was I saying? I got the copyright bots are flying overhead right now. So yeah, so this is how so many of these fucking allies, quote unquote, come across. But yeah, Ashley, the redhead there, played by Colby Menifee. Colby Menifee is so fucking funny that they kept her character around, and and just because they wanted to keep her character around, her character ended up failing upwards. First into, like, head of marketing, then the CEO of VOT, and now in the current season, she's fucking vice president of the United States. It's all because the actor is so goddamn funny. Her character has just failed upwards all the way into vice president. And I love it. She's the best worst girl. She's the funniest girl failure in the world. I love Ashley. She's, like, my favorite character. Well, I should say Billy Butcher is my favorite character, but he's barely a character. He just kind of stands there, looking intimidating. That's all he does. I could watch Carl Urban play him all day. Speaking of Carl Urban! Yeah, Vox Tech, you lied! It didn't protect me at all! Speaking of Carl Urban, he's apparently playing Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movie! I feel like somebody might have told me that, and I forgot. So when I went to see Project Hail Mary, fucking, I'm seeing Carl Urban with his hair dyed blonde, trying to be Johnny Cage, absolutely terrible at hiding his accent as usual, and I'm like, what are they doing? I kind of love it, though. That man cannot hide his Kiwi accent to save his fucking life. Because, like, even in The Boys, he's supposed to be Cockney English, but he can't hide that Kiwi accent, so he just comes out sounding Australian. He's so bad at it, but he's so much fun to watch as the character. Yeah, blonde, like Lord of the Rings. Well, that's what I was joking. They brought Denethor back in that one episode for another Lord of the Rings reunion, because the guy who played Denethor plays Billy Butcher's dad. Is it going down? Did I go down? I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. Oh wait, I need to unpause the super chats, though.
@SconeSandJam sent a super chat. The line about them enforcing traditional gender roles on the lesbian couple with a straight face for marketing appeal speaks to my soul.
I know. Those two PR guys were so funny. Unfortunately, I think they kind of got killed in season 4. But they were, in the first 2 seasons, they were a good, like, little, just terrible duo. They were so funny.
@Kendall_ sent a super chat. We find lesbian is a better label. Bit more cut and dry. Wow, excruciating has me tearing my hair out. Good work, Mr. The Boys.
I know,
Maybe
right?
I'll watch
like
it
I
now.
said, that one scene makes me just feel more seen than all of the, like, fucking lip service allyship and all the fucking rainbow capitalism ever.
@SuperEasyWalker sent a super chat. I feel like Static Shock and the Proud Family worked back in the day because they were character and the messages about black people was used sparingly.
Static Shock was awesome. I remember watching it. But yeah, but I've been saying that lately too. Like back in like even the 90s, we had a lot of diversity in media, and like it wasn't made a big deal of really because it should just be normal and expected. It wasn't like, wow, we put black people in the movie, and if you don't watch it, you're basically a Klansman. You know, like, this whole, like, fucking, like, activist marketing has been just so fucking stupid, and has made people stupid.
@PuntDown sent a super chat. Just caught up to season 5. I actually watched Gen V first because my friend was watching it. I didn't know it was connected to the boy at all until you.
That's so funny! I have not watched Gen V yet. I'm not sure if I will. They're also planning another, like, prequel spin-off, and I'm like, I do not fucking care. I do not fucking care. The first 3 seasons of The Boys, though, are pretty great, I will say. Season 4 is a mess. Has some good stuff in it. Introduced my wife's sister, Sage, but, has too many problems to ignore, unfortunately. And Season 3 so far has been tentative? It's been a little sloppy. It's trying to put itself back into its original form, but I don't think it's ever gonna be the same show again, unfortunately. But I'll keep talking about it, because I want to. Jon Stewart was the only Green Lantern I knew of and got super confused with when the Ryan Reynolds film came out. Well, yeah, because, like, Jon Stewart was, like, the Green Lantern in a lot of the cartoons, right? He was, like, the main guy for a while. But, I mean, that happens with superheroes. The mantle gets passed to other people sometimes. That's why it's, like, when people freak out about it in Marvel movies, like, oh, they're giving the mantle of the superhero to somebody different. It's like, yeah? They do that all the fucking time in comics. Where have you been? Like, why is Sam Wilson becoming Captain America? Like, I don't know what happened in the fucking comics. Why do you think they introduced him in the movies? My favorite bit is still in Civil War when fucking Sam Wilson, Cap, and T'Challa all get fucking arrested. And Sam Wilson's just in the backseat staring at T'Challa in the back of the head saying, "So, you like cats?" I'm very easily amused. The Birdman does not like the Catman, and therefore it is funny. Hal showed up as a cameo. Yeah. Jon Stewart was the main dude in, like, the DC AU cartoons, right? Or have they put him in the live-action movies? I have not kept up with the DC movies, which is weird, because I'm usually more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan, but the DC movies suck. Like, I heard the first Wonder Woman was good, but I never got around to watching it. I just don't fucking care. I don't fucking care about Ben Affleck Batman. I don't fucking care. And it's so weird, because, like, I'm, like, all about the Spider-Verse movies now, and I never gave a shit about Spider-Man in my entire fucking life, but those movies are so good, I now like Spider-Man. Yeah, why didn't we get a Monica Rambeau movie? You fucking set it up. Monica Rambeau was half the reason I watched WandaVision.
At Sadistic Nils sent a super chat. Can't stay long. Here giving the just got my knees to sleep tax.
Aww, how nice.
At Ed Stevens 5542 sent a super chat. The only Green Lanterns I remember was John and the Artist Lantern.
I mean, there's like a ton of Green Lanterns. It's like that's the one character you can't complain about. You know, somebody else take up the mantle for, because there's like a whole core of Green Lanterns. That's like the point. There's all a bunch of lanterns. There's the gray lanterns and the red lanterns and the probably purple ones. I don't know. Yeah. 18, 90, 91, 97 got me. Never give a fuck about Spider-Man before Spider-Verse. Yeah, I was like Peter Parker at the end of the movie going, do I want kids? I was like, do I like Spider-Man? Because, I mean, I knew who Miles Morales was, I knew who Spider-Gwen was, I knew the characters going in, because I just know things through, like, nerd osmosis about comics. But, like, the first movie, like, really surprised me, and it changed how people do 3D animation. Like, it just changed it overnight. And then with Across, they topped themselves completely. It was good to see a Miles movie, though, because, like, when I did watch Civil War, I'm sitting there like, okay, so Peter Parker's really young, and you're having him go to, like, a fancy school, and you basically gave him Miles Morales' best friend. Why is he not Miles Morales? Like, we've had so many Peter Parker movies. Like, I understand Peter Parker's the one most people know, but it really felt like Civil War Spider-Man should have been Miles. And then we got Spider-Verse, so I was like, alright, awesome. Spider-Gwen, like, has the best character design. Like, it's the character design. Like, her character design is so brilliant in its simplicity. It's so good it makes me angry. Like, I will never design anything that awesome. It's just such a brilliant fucking costume design. I always thought so, even before Spider-Verse and everything. I'd see her design and be like, oh my god, that's so brilliant. Especially the way it looks like it's in negative colors, you know? I started watching The Boys because of your episode discussions on Season 5. I thought I'd love Annie, but then I latched immediately onto Butcher. Annie goes through a journey in the first season, so she's kind of she has to grow into who she is in Season 5. She kind of gets beaten down, to be honest. It's not great. Yeah, I mean, I started liking 3D animation more when it started taking principles from 2D, and Spider-Verse did that in spades. And now everybody's doing it. Like, fucking, I don't think, Puss in Boots' Last Wish would have done as well as it did if it didn't, like, wear its Spider-Verse influence on its fucking sleeve, you know? And that's, like, the look kids are expecting now. So they'll see, like, the old Disney, like, fucking baked bean style, the beanhead style, and they don't want that. They look at Elio and this looks like old, crappy shit, you know? Because it is! Kavita Prabhakar, I can't pronounce it. Indian Spider-Man has a great design. He also has a great design. He was fucking funny as fuck in the movie. You gotta love that one. It's like, what did you say? Chai tea? Chai means tea! Should I offer you a coffee with a cream? He's like so fucking offended. Like, you deserve it, Miles, after that ATM machine comment. I just start laying flats for the last half hour of stream here. I color adjust later. That's what I've been doing lately. Now we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog in my stream chat. keep telling you guys I may be autistic, but I don't have Sonic autism. Nan bread? Yeah! Doesn't somebody say that later in the movie? And he's like, no!
At Plasmamu sent a super chat. If you want to really know Spider-Gwen's outfit is from the Charlotte Hornets basketball team. I had an argument with an associate about this.
Really?
At Jam sent a super chat. There's a traffic jam, there's another traffic jam, and here's where the British stole all our stuff.
Yeah, here's where the traffic is, here's where the traffic is, here's also where the traffic is. Let me look up the uniforms for this, I mean, not quite. It's not quite the same. Is that what someone was arguing with you? That's what their uniforms look like. Oh, I still have the scramble vision on. Oops. Hang on a second. Turn that off. No, well, the whole thing about Spider-Gwen is it looks like her, because she's a ghost spider, and it looks like her colors are, like, reversed in negative, and it's so fucking cool. And it just has, like, a nice, sleek shape to it, you know? A lot of times, they say character design is really about get to the point where you couldn't possibly remove any details and still have the same character. It was like, just slapping accessories on your character doesn't make a good character design. A lot of it's about shape. A lot of it's about, like, you know, just being instantly recognizable. Look at Steven, he's pretty simple. He's pretty simple, but you recognize him when you see him, don't you? Hoppers was fine, just kind of forgettable. I had absolutely no interest in that movie whatsoever. I don't care. But I've never been a big Disney Pixar fan, so... Actually, we were talking about Ratatouille on Tyler's stream because the fucking cancel video on Otterly Noah he was watching, the guy was, like, complaining about his critiques of other people's videos, and, like, nobody was getting any of the art terms right. Not the video maker, not Noah, not the people he was complaining about. I ended up talking about Ratatouille as an example, because somebody used it as an example in their video, and Tyler was going through a bunch of Ratatouille scenes, and I was remembering... Oh, that was like the first 3D animated movie I ever saw that I liked the look of, and it was because it took principles from 2D character design, you know? And it was like, and it had like the painterly kind of look on the character textures, and I was like, now this I dig. This I can like stand to look at. Because I have not like, it's really, really hard to get me to like 3D animations. Very, very hard to get me to like 3D animation. Like fucking Kung Fu Panda 2 was like a beautiful goddamn movie. Like, it's so impressive. I always say that about Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is like, there is no fourth movie, by the way. I'm talking about the 3. Those movies are better than anything called Kung Fu Panda has any fucking right to be. They're actually really good. And the martial arts are actually pretty accurate. Brad Bird's on Netflix now. It's because Brad Bird came in from a 2D background and used that to help Pixar make humans that didn't look uncanny as sin. Oh, yeah! I guess that's the same, like, with Gedney Tartakovsky kind of moving to 3D. You know, I don't really like the look of the Hotel Transylvania movies, to be honest. But Gedney's kind of like my go-to when I'm doing, like, a really, really Western tune style. Yeah, like, it was a while ago I ended up watching all the Kung Fu Panda movies. I'm like, God, these are actually really fucking good! And, like, Jack Black, he doesn't sound like Jack Black as Poe. It doesn't sound like Jack Black being Jack Black. That's also why he worked as Bowser. People were complaining about that casting choice. I was like, nah, if he does a voice and isn't just Jack Black being Jack Black, it'll be good. And it was. But even with the first Kung Fu Panda movie, I was, like, super impressed at how accurate the martial arts were. And of course, it was funny if you know anything about, like, Chinese martial arts, that the Furious Five are all different actual technique styles, you know, crane style, snake style, monkey style, you know? Not a fan of the character designs of Hotel Transylvania, but the rubbery animation is very good. Well, yeah, but that test footage for the Popeye movie Tartakovsky wanted to make, I think that would have worked really well. You know? Kind of went the opposite way of Tintin. It went really cartoony. Disney's hexes only reinforce your point of Disney still being in Sony and DreamWorks' dust. Is it now? I've heard a bit about that. I heard the main character was supposed to be a boy, but they changed it to a girl, and now it's just like, we're making the Owl House again, but worse. You know? So funny, because, like, during the mid-20s, 2010s, fucking DreamWorks was so terrible. They were so awful for a while, especially with their 3D movies. Like, they made some gorgeous 2D movies, but 2D was getting outmoded, and they couldn't make them anymore. Like, please do yourself a favor and go watch Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado if you never have. Those are gorgeously animated movies. They're so fucking good. And Road to El Dorado especially is hilarious. It's supposed to be like a buddy road trip movie mixed with like an Errol Flynn movie. It's really good. It's really fun. Yeah, and there are serious moments in the Kung Fu Panda movies. It's like I said, they're better than anything called Kung Fu Panda has any fucking right to be. Road to El Dorado has some of the best animation in a 2D movie. Like, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. And this was still cell animation, I believe. Might have been early digital. I know, because I know Prince of Egypt had some digital effects, like with the parting of the Red Sea and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, Sinbad, I think they had James Baxter on that one even, right? And yeah, the animation looks really good, but I don't even know what the fuck the plot is. I've never heard anybody talk about that movie. Yeah, Miss Jasmine Lavender's mentioned it too. I've seen the villain, I've seen the sexy MILF villain, I have, but I don't like the song so much in El Dorado, but the animation is so fucking good.
At Rock Josiah sent a super chat. Watch Hoot House.
I know, you guys want me to watch Hoot House, especially so I can rip Lily apart about Hunter. Waiting for her Ghibli video, damn it.
Dr. Lizard Brain sent a super chat. Prince of Egypt is amazing. It made me cry and I'm an atheist, lol.
Well, I mean, it just tells a story, though, even though it's a biblical story. It just tells it as a story. So I think that's why it works. It's not, like, overly religious. But religious people can enjoy it. Non-religious people can enjoy it. This is a good fucking movie, you know? So... Sinbad? More like Sinbad! Schaefer Ellis Productions, 2021. Does sound like something he'd fucking say. Not a full-on sex scene, but it's very suggestive, Kaiser. Extremely.
At the Master Clockwork sent a super chat. Kung Fu Panda 2 got to me. I'm only human.
I do think it's the best one. Unlike some people, I do like the third one. I think more people might like the third one after the fucking fourth one, which I refuse to watch because Awkwafina is in it. And, I don't want to watch anything Awkwafina is in, because she's fucking annoying. Alright, what's this 20-second fucking video you're sending me, Kaiser? This better not be something inappropriate.
Weapons.
This is from Sinbad. Ah, just kidding. That's a classic gag.
Get, pack it up.
What? I just put the...
That was kind of cute. Oh no, it's replaying, no. There is no fourth Kung Fu Panda movie, guys. There just isn't, okay? I want to thin this a little bit. My pencil.
At Soarheart520 sent a super chat. What is Disney's Treasure Planet about anyway?
I mean, it's just the book Treasure Planet, but in space, isn't it? Isn't that what it is? The book Treasure Island, rather. It's Treasure Island, but in space! As far as I understand, I've never seen it. I have a really, really hard time with movies that have 2D characters on top of 3D backgrounds, or 2D characters next to 3D characters. It actually makes me physically ill. That's why I don't give Lily Orchard that big of a issue about her saying she can't watch Spider-Verse because it makes her physically ill, because any movie that has 2D and 3D mixed together like that makes me physically ill. Like, I have never been able to watch Titan AE, it literally makes me sick. Like, I just, ugh, I hate the look of it, I hate it. Gross. Someone in chat surprised I'm a lesbian. How does this keep happening to me? It's a matter of taste, of course, Miss Jasmine. I know a lot of people who grew up with Treasure Planet like the look of it. All I see is brown. I see brown, brown, and more brown, and then I see 2D characters next to 3D characters, and then I want to throw up. So, I've never seen it. I'm sure it's a beloved classic to you. No thank you. No thank you. No, I'm sure Titan AE is fine. I just can't fucking watch it because it makes me sick. Like, even like, Spirit Stallion of the whatever had a few scenes like that where I was just kind of like, ugh. Now, Klaus is an interesting case. Because Klaus is not 3D animated. Klaus is 2D animated, but they've done the shading and the, post effects with computers. So basically, they have a computer overlaying 3D, like, shadows on top of a 2D figure. And that's how they got the look of that movie. It's pretty interesting. Honestly, actually, Iron Giant does not bother me as much. I think the Iron Giant itself looks cartoony enough that it doesn't bother me. He's really well integrated with the 2D characters. He's often shaded the same. His movement is noticeably 3D, but, you know, I can kind of ignore that. It's kind of like how I can kind of ignore it with Beastars. Even though it kind of bothers me when I can just tell that these characters are being puppeted around on a 3D plane, you know? Instead of actually animated. Yeah, 2D character with a 3D fucking, like, overly detailed arm on him. It's just, I don't like it. It's just like, ew. They keep making the giant fight movies and they aren't supposed to do that. I don't know. It's like they keep, like, just making references to the Iron Giant without understanding what the fuck the whole movie's about. Don Bluth could only animate 2 types of men. I mean, he mostly animated animals, right? So... yeah, we need to make that a trend. Instead of making animated movies into live action, let's make a bunch of live action movies into animated ones. That would be a fun reversal.
At the Master Clockwork sent a super chat. My only thing is, if you're going to make everything look 18th century with sailboats and pirates, WTF, are we in space?
I don't know. Steampunk? I mean, I don't mind, like, anachronistic shit like that. It's just more the style of everything I don't like, you know? Yeah, I know a lot of people who grew up with Treasure Planet loved it, okay? I was not a child when it came out, so... sorry. Well, it is a bit steampunk. I would consider Treasure Planet a steampunk movie. We were talking about this with the whole cyberpunk thing, right? That steampunk is even harder to define, and there aren't really a lot of examples of it as a whole movie. You know? Gilbert Godfrey Lightning Bud. Hiya, toots! What are we talking about? Fucking, Thumbelina now? I know, surprisingly, I am not a 15-year-old boy. I know. I've told that story a few times, but, one of my first game streams, like, God, this was like 10 fucking years ago, probably, I did Undertale blind. It was mostly for a friend, because I was doing it blind, a bunch of randos stopped by, and a bunch of them at first thought I was a teenage boy. Like, one person was like, I'm confused, like, you sound young, but you make a lot of, like, old references, and I was like, I'm a woman! And they're like, well, that was my second guess! And I was like, how dare!
At SoreHeart520 sent a super chat. Does anyone remember the Duck Dodgers cartoon? They made an Iron Paint reference.
Did they? I didn't watch, like, the actual show. I remember the old episodes from Looney Tunes. But anyway, moral of the story is, later, this was still when I was playing Ark Survival Evolved, so this was a while ago. Later, I'm in Ark, and I'm building a big fucking, building in the middle of the desert on the desert map, because I was living out there for a while when I played. And somebody swoops down on a dragon and starts talking to me, and at first I thought it was another woman. But over the course of the conversation, I slowly began to realize it was a teenage boy. So I was like, okay, maybe they're not crazy.
Sent a super chat. I showed my friend a bug song from Thumbelina and they refused to believe it was a real song.
Oh god, like all this, I haven't seen Thumbelina. I've seen Lindsay Ellis's fucking review of it, of course. But, yeah, the songs seem pretty fucking bad. Like, didn't even need to be a musical, but I think she was right. It was just kind of, like, cynically trying to copy Disney. I just feel like the movie had no fucking direction. I think maybe, I think the only Don Bluth movies I've actually seen are Anastasia and Secret of Nim, to be honest.
At Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Psy quit being so manly.
I'm not! You're the ones who are wrong. That is on the line. Now, you guys know what my teenage boy voice is.
It's when I do my Sora impression, I sound like Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch all the heartless.
Oh no, yes, I've seen Land Before Time. Sorry, of course I've seen Land Before Time. Oh my god, I forgot that was a Don Bluth movie for a second. Yes, I've definitely seen Land Before Time, and I've seen Nim, and I've seen, what was the other one I said? Anastasia. I grew up with Land Before Time. Not so much the sequels. I know about all the terrible, they made like 27 of them.
At NeoKaiser0 sent a super chat. Sigh, stop sounding so lesbian-y.
Never! You can't stop me. I'm just gonna move him a little bit because there's tangents. I can safely say I don't maybe I've seen Land Before Time 2. Maybe. I saw that long ago as a child. But, no, I haven't seen... Fucking... Yeah, Heartless Light, Darkness, Dark, Heartless, Dark Light. I don't know, Don Bluth made a lot of weird fucking movies, so... What do you think about it? He's a little bit more on the Ralph Bakshi side of things, if you... Oh, wait, no, and I've seen Feifel. Of course I've seen Feifel. Duh. That was Don Bluth.
At the _space frog sent a super chat. Talk tax. Helsing abridged line. Your choice.
Oh, let me think. What's a good one? Give that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons. Gotta do a classic. Become a beekeeper, Sora! I still love that video, even though Jello Apocalypse is an asshole. That was him, right? Or was that somebody else? Yes, An American Tail. I've seen both An American Tail and Feifel Goes West. I will defend Feifel Goes West, even though it was an unnecessary sequel. I very much enjoyed it as a child. So there's my Don Bluth movies. Both Feifel movies, Anastasia, Land Before Time, and Secret of Nim. Those are the ones I've seen. Those are the good ones anyway, so... Hey kids, wanna see a dead body? Unfortunately, most of my favorite, like, Hellsing Abridged stuff is, like, entire fucking scenes. So... I never saw Rockadoodle. I did see Nostalgia Critic's review of Rockadoodle. It looks horrifying.
Jam sent a super chat. My favorite scene from any Ralph Bakshi movie is when the pacifist wizard just shoots his brother stone cold.
I have never seen Wizards. I know it really influenced Wendy Peeney, who really influenced me. Wendy Peeney was just talking about them trying to get an ElfQuest movie made again. And they wanted to cut out a major character. And I'm thinking, Glitch Productions, get on the line with Wendy Peeney and make an ElfQuest movie. My soul will be yours. It could be 2D animated. You guys could do it. But yeah, lots of people don't know what the fuck ElfQuest is, but I grew up with it. It was one of the only Western comics I read. It was an indie comic, written by a woman, about elves, obviously, and it probably had a lot of influence on me. I still have a lot of the re-releases. She re-released them in, like, almost, like, manga format, years back during the manga boom. She's very anime influenced, too, so you can kind of tell. But, like, she was very influenced by Wizards with her character designs. But she made, like, the elves, like, sexier. So... No, it was Skywise they wanted to cut out Kaiser and just have Cutter be the keeper of the Lodestone. It's like, you want to cut out Skywise? The most recognizable fucking character from the series? Are you stupid? It's probably just because Skywise and Cutter have kind of a homoerotic connection. That's probably why they wanted to cut them. The elves are a bit pansexual. You're gay for Jessica right now. See, I had a crush on Gillian Anderson as a kid when I watched the X-Files. Well, husband and wife team, yes, but Wendy Peeney is the main, creative behind it. And then they had, what's his face? He used to voice Krillin in one of the DBZ dubs. Sonny Strait. Sonny Strait has also worked on ElfQuest. I think he helped her with scripts, and he helped her with inking. Yeah, we need an elf. It's surprising it hasn't been adapted yet, but, like, indie animation companies would be the perfect people to tap for an ElfQuest movie. Because they'd let her have creative control over it, and you could update those designs pretty easily to 2D animation. You could even do it 3D style, you know? Hey, Skrill, what's up? I'm spurging about ElfQuest now, and we're about to wrap up, probably. This is gonna be a short art stream today. But yeah, you can actually... part of my evil plan of getting people into the shit I like, as usual. This comic went from, like, the 70s until, like, 2013. You can actually read all of it on their website. You can just read all of it. So, yeah. If you guys are familiar with, like, my old elf characters, you probably can see where I was influenced by this. I've read most of these. I don't like there's this, like, a sci-fi spin-off. Fuck you. I already hate that the origin of the elves is a little too sci-fi for my taste. But I've read most of these storylines. So, yeah. I don't think I've read the Two Spear stuff. That's, like, a prequel. But that's, like, about the first Wolf Riders. Yeah. But... yeah, I've read a lot of these, so you can just read the whole fucking comic. That's just the arcs. That's not even the entries. That's just the arcs, you know. So there you go. If you want to read something new that's been around a while that you probably never fucking heard of, you can go to elfquest.com and check it out. But yeah, like if anybody would want it would probably be the Wolf Riders storyline. The Wolf Riders are the most well-known bit of that series. So yeah, you can just read it all for free on their website. I mean, Wendy Peeney and her husband totally own the rights. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. Yeah. So I mean, they've sold a lot of these comics over the years. Like I said, it's always been an indie comic, but I was never into cape shit. I wasn't really into superheroes, so I ended up reading ElfQuest instead. I read, like, ElfQuest and Catwoman. That's usually what I read. Yes, watch Venture Brothers. It's very funny. And if you can take me saying retard, you'll be fine. They say it a lot. Which just goes to show how, like, not too long ago it was just normal and we didn't have all these people trying to insist it's a slur because they don't like being called it. No, I'm not a big Fritz the Cat fan. I've seen it. I don't like Ralph Bakshi's movies. I'm sorry, I do not like Ralph Bakši's movies. I just don't. But I've seen Fritz the Cat out of academic interest. I did not really enjoy it that much, but it's interesting historically. Yeah, Dr. Mrs. the Monarch. I love how Dr. Girlfriend just started as like a throwaway joke and she became like one of the most complex characters. That's kind of how things happen with Venture Brothers. Like, it just started off as a Johnny Quest parody that was just edgy, and then, like, I don't know, went in all sorts of directions. It's great. Yeah, that's why I draw the line at retard. It's like, no, you guys are going too far with all of your, things we're not allowed to say shit. I'm sorry, Bakši's movies are weird and ugly, and there's a lot of rotoscoping. I don't like them, I'm sorry. But I know he's important to animation history. It's kind of like Evangelion. I don't like it, but I respect it in its place in history, you know? Johnny Quest was an old, Hanna-Barbera cartoon, scroll about, like, it was, like, just about guys going on adventures, you know, kind of boy adventurer shit, and that's what Venture Brothers is a parody of. Rusty Venture is the boy adventurer who grew up and now has trauma, and he's kind of a loser. It's one of my favorite lines. Where the Monarch catches Dr. Girlfriend smoking with a bunch of the other villains. He's like, What? Since when did you smoke? And she's like, since like 1986-ish. No, the last unicorn wasn't Bakshi. The last unicorn was a Japanese-American co-production. I forget who the fuck made it, but yeah, Last Unicorn is like the first movie I can remember watching. And that definitely had a lot of influence on me. The last time I watched Last Unicorn, I had a DVD. I actually lost it in that infamous flood I always talk about. They cut out the swearing! It was like they cut out like the one swear in the movie where Molly sees the unicorn and is just like, damn you, where have you been? Is it toy? I don't know. Actually, no, now I'm curious. Let's look it up. Ooh, produce Last Unicorn. Unicorn! It was Rankin Bass. Huh. It was the animated fantasy film produced and associated with ITC Films. Featured animation work by the Japanese studio Topcraft. Do they exist anymore? I'm not sure. We almost got a live action version. Mia Farrow was gonna play Molly, which would have been fucking perfect. But it never came together, unfortunately. Topcraft, do they still fucking exist? Oh, I guess I do. They worked on The Hobbit. They worked on all the Rankin Bass stuff. Oh, they were founded by former Toei staff. Okay. Oh, they went... Oh, no, they dissolved in 1985. That's why we haven't heard of them? Oh. Hayao Miyazaki, Toshio Suzuki, and Asao Takahata acquired the assets and formed Studio Ghibli. Oh my god. So the people that worked on The people that worked on The Last Unicorn ended up helping form Ghibli. That's interesting. Lovecraft's founder, Toruhara, became Studio Ghibli's first manager. Interesting. Oh, we learned something new today, kids. That's what happens when you're curious and you look up things instead of just assuming. Anyway. Oh no, I'm gonna give away the colors of Spinell's outfit if I continue, but we're at the end of stream now. Anyway. Well, didn't quite become Studio Ghibli. Well, the founders of Ghibli bought the assets when they were founding Ghibli, basically, so they kind of got merged into Ghibli as it was forming. So, there we go. Got a little bit of work done today. Mostly yapped, but the comic pages are coming together. Hopefully I will have bigger updates for you next week. I'm a little tired this week. It's been so fucking rainy. But yes, it's always fun to talk. Sometimes it's all we do. I know you're kind of new, Avery. or you're new to talking in chat. This is kind of what some of the Wednesday streams are, just yapping. But I'm gonna wrap up for now. I'm gonna have my boys discussion stream at 5 tomorrow, and then 6 p.m. Friday, we have the Friday stream, and I'll probably have you guys vote on a topic this time, because I got like 3 major topics we could cover. We got our conspiracy boys and the Dobson, so...
At the _ frog sent a super chat. Congrats on 25k. Party popper emoji.
Thank you. Yes, I hit 25k subs. I'm gonna have to make a video soon. And I actually haven't read any Lovecraft, surprisingly. Weird I can only draw Peridot and Spinel, like, every time I draw SU characters. No, it's not weird if those are your favorites. But with me, I just kind of supplant the SU style on top of my existing style. Enough to trick you to think it looks accurate. It doesn't. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go have lunch or something. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, probably most of you Friday, but some of you might come tomorrow to me ranting about the boys. So I'll see you then. Thanks for your super chats and goodbye.